Lancers have it, leading 9-5 to begin the second quarter. Here at the Taj Mahal, aka Livingston High School, Livingston, New Jersey, land of the paupers. The Lancers have it. Stakos out on the perimeter on number 2. They flip it into 24. DeZeo almost got a hand on that, but the Lancers maintain possession. They flip it around. The Knights so far are doing a good job keeping them out of the middle. 35 drives and dishes to an open number 5. No good. A tip in by 24. And that's an 11-0 run spanning the first and second quarter for the Lancers. The Knights are going to have to come up with some sort of flow offensively. They get it out to Stackhouse. Stackhouse launches. It's a little bit long, but Natali runs it down. Stakos over to Stackhouse. As I avoid getting tongue-tied on that particular occasion, Jason O'Shea looks for an open cutter. He gets it to Stakos. Quick ball movement. DeZeo has Stackhouse, but number 5 is on him. Stackhouse drives, dishes to Stakos. Right Stakos open. We have a foul on the play.
That's three shots, right?
Looks like Stakos will go to the line for 3 shots as number 2 picks up the personal foul. That'll be the 3rd team foul with 6:37 on the clock for the Lancers. First free throw attempt by Stakos is off the mark. And speaking of Mark, we have a special dignitary in the house tonight, Mr. Mark Chapman from Denville. Mark Chapman, proprietor of the best mushrooms in the state of New Jersey. In fact, the whole tri-state area, also known as the Mushroom Man, not to be confused with those 1970 style mushrooms that some of you may be familiar with out there. Let's edit that out. Beep. Back to live action with 6.5 on the clock as Stakos unfortunately missed all 3 free throws. They get it to number 2. He has a right-handed floater, no good. O'Shea with the board. Thought about passing it to Stakos, but Stakos was out of bounds. Stackhouse gets it to Stakos. Stakos gets it to number 5, who was wide open. Unfortunately, he wears a white jersey, and the Knights wear red. Can Stackhouse sky high to get that? He cannot. 34 has it. They kick it out to 2. Inside the 34. And he's able to spin and float it in over O'Shea for a 13-5 lead. The Knights are stuck in a quagmire on offense right now. They need a bucket. They need a score somewhere. DeZeo gets fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul on the floor before the shot. Morin checks back into the game along with Austin Morris, number 20, for the Knights. They kick it out to Stackhouse. Stackhouse from 3. A little bit off the mark. That one was a little bit long. He's 0 for 2 from behind the arc. He's got them lined up. They're just a little bit long, hitting off the far end of the iron. But when the shot is there, one must take the shot. Morris floats it up. It's short, but O'Shea cleans it up. They can't connect. Morin grabs another rebound. Morin's shot is off to the right. But wait a second. Another offensive rebound by Morris. Stackhouse tried to save that. We have a turnover or a foul. They call a personal foul on Stackhouse. That'll be his 2nd with 5:09 to go in the second quarter. Whistle on the play. Substitution. The Knights trail 13-5. 5:04 on the clock. The clock starts to run. No, 5:02 on the clock. Perhaps the timeout was due to a clock issue. The clock runs now with 5 minutes to go in the half. Knights trail by 8. As they've seen a once promising 5-point lead evaporate. Turnaround jumper by 24, no good. Stackhouse grabs the ball. He gets grabbed, no call. Now he gets the call.
Wow, nice, Sammy.
Was interesting how they were calling a tight game, but when Stackhouse was initially grabbed, not that I'm biased, there was no call, but after they mugged him driving through the middle, the call was finally made, and there's a timeout on the floor with the Knights trailing 13-5 and 4:42 on the clock.